there's a reference which I absolutely adore. There in the wild woods were hundreds of men, all quiet, intent upon their work. Click, click, click went the drill as it bit its way through the rock. So anyway, that's what they're looking at as a whole, and they've got to get the oil up and out. They're using steam engines, so that people were using spring poles to pump with originally, then steam engines, and it becomes too expensive to take a steam engine to pump a well. So my great-grandfather had a steam engine and 2 wells. He stuck the steam engine in the center and pumped the 2. So that becomes a multiple pumping system, and then it goes from there to 4 to 8. And then they put in a field wheel, which I think we saw on the screen a few minutes ago, this big cast iron wheel that's going back and forth, and then radially coming out with wooden lines that are strapped together to make pump jacks do this. And they're lifting that valve and making it pump. So that system evolved throughout oil springs, Petrolia, Bothwell, every place in the shallow fields. And in 1907, he built a rig that pumped everything on our main property, 212 wells, running with 1 steam engine.
Wow.
With these wooden lines moving back, sneaking back and forth in the field.
So they would just all be interconnected.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And what's charming and delightful and lovely about it is that it's on hangers. They're metal and they're swinging back and forth. And they squeak. And then the wheel runs back and forth, and it's metal on metal, and it squawks. And so that depending on the humidity, on the day, on the temperature, and all of this sort of thing, it makes music.
Oh.
And what we have now in oil springs is not one rig doing all this work, but we have a number of rigs. So they get out of phase. They're slightly different in time. So then you have this music that's moving back and forth like a fugue, and something that Bach would be absolutely delighted with. And sometimes it doesn't sound at all, but often it does. And so you have this gentle, lulling thing, this motion that is 11 strokes a minute. It's someone described as relaxed breathing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's calming, and it's charming, and it's lovely, and it goes forever because it doesn't stop.